All right, hey now, it's the Rob from 1061.
Rob, wait.
What?
This is post to post. We got to do something big, something out there.
What were you thinking?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Town Square Media and 1061 KISS FM proudly bring to you your podcast champions of the world. He's the R to the O to the B. I'm STEVE. We are your hosts with the most, bringing you everything wrestling related from post to post.
Now it's the Rob from 1061 KISS FM, here with my tag team partner in podcasting.
Hey guys, it's me, Steve, web contributor to 1061 evansville.com.
Okay, and of course our fans here locally here in Evansville, it's been a very exciting week over the past several days. We've been finding out information that the WWE is heading back to the Ford Center.
Yes.
Steve, are you excited?
Yeah, I just found out this morning from you, and I'm very excited.
Post to Post is going to be there, and I believe, I can't confirm, but I'm like 90% sure we will have a good number of tickets to give away to some of the viewers of this podcast.
All right.
So I'm very excited to hook some people up here. We've been very thankful that you have been tuning in. We're very appreciative, and when we get opportunities to give back, we will do so. So stay tuned for information. I am all but sure we will have tickets for some of the viewers and listeners to the podcast. So stay tuned for that.
All right.
This will be a house show, mind you, on February 28th. It's going to be a Sunday. So good times to be had by all. We're getting close to the end of the year, Steve.
Yes.
TLC is this coming Sunday.
It is.
Thursday we'll have our predictions.
Yep.
But I feel like this was the first show, yesterday's Raw, where we actually have some direction as to where the show is going. I feel like I have some grasp on where the card is going, and I have a whole lot of thoughts from Monday's Raw, from last night's Raw.
Yeah, overall, I think it was a really good show. I think the TLC card is going to be much stronger than the Survivor Series card.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. I want to start at the top of the show. I agree. I would call it a good show. I think the first half of the show was awesome.
Yes.
The second half of the show, mediocre. I'll get to my thoughts here in a second. Not bad, just mediocre.
Yeah.
I loved the start of this show, and I cannot explain why. Here's what I liked about the opening segment, which lasted almost the first hour. This match happened spontaneously. Yeah. I did not see it happen.
No.
It was a little forced, whatever, like when the way they kept coming out and piling on and everything. But you had the League of Nations, which I'm into right now.
Yeah.
I like how the focus right now is kind of on stables.
Yeah.
Which in history I have gone on to not like. Like I didn't like the gang wars of '97 with the DOA and the Truth Commission and stuff. I didn't like all the gimmicky stables.
Yes.
The Attitude Era had some solid stables, D-Generation X and the Nation of Domination, that kind of stuff. I like this League of Nations. I like this Team Extreme that's formed. I like the return of Rhino. And honestly, it got me to care about even the Usos because you have this Shield reunion. I was into the Stable Wars at the start of the show.
Yeah, very much so.
I cannot think... honestly, it's hard to compare that match to anything we've seen before. A 16-person Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match, that was, to me, very exciting.
Yeah, the only thing that match was missing was Chuck Taylor's invisible grenade.
Okay, I'm missing that one.
Oh, you'll have to look up that video. It's a wrestling move in the indie circuit. A guy uses an invisible grenade, and his opponents react to it.
Okay, I will have to. I'll have to look that one up. In the meantime, until I see that, I was really, really happy how much time the match got. Yeah. I felt a little disconnected because I didn't know exactly what the rules were. Maybe they explained it and I was zoned out.
They explained it really fast.
Yeah, and when they came back from break, I didn't know if it was one fall, if it was elimination style. Yeah. I was confused by how many people would be in the ring at times, but I enjoyed the match.
It did.
I liked having the 4 guys in there at one time, and I just thought they all worked well together. A great way to start the show.
Huge.
The match was 40 minutes, or at least after all the promos and entrances and stuff, it was the whole segment wound up being the first hour.
Yes.
And then you had a half hour long, was it Ziggler and Owens?
Yeah.
The second match?
Yeah, very good match.
Like, okay, this was one of the nice advantages to having a 3-hour Raw was these matches wouldn't be that long on a 2-hour Raw.
Yeah.
They were able to really flesh out matches, I thought. Like, they told great story. I was into Kevin Owens. I was into Ziggler. Like, everything was even breeze on commentary.
Yeah.
I thought everyone shined in that match.
Yes.
So they started off with a bang. 2 great matches, I thought. Back-to-back, very long matches, very fleshed-out matches that left me very happy.
Yes.
The middle of the show, I didn't have a whole lot of opinions about. They got the unicorn horns for New Day. No. An interesting item, although that's not what I like about New Day.
Yeah.
It shows kind of like their innovation. Like, yes, there's never been a unicorn horn on sale before. So there's that.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not what I love about New Day. I like when they're goofy and funny and carefree. I don't need all the unicorn stuff personally, but they're still working for me.
Yes.
And then one more thing I want to talk about before we get to your thoughts really was I thought the last segment was a fumble. And you can agree or disagree. Sheamus, I've actually been tolerating as champion. I've actually been kind of happy with what he's been doing personally. You can feel free to disagree. Okay. But this was Roman Reigns' definitive. Like, he started the show on a high for me. I loved the opening contest, but I hated what he did at the end. I thought his mic work was not good. I thought the promo was weak. I thought that he was trying, like, when Rock or Cena or even Rock at Cena, like when they throw out a catchphrase like Fruity Pebbles,
yes,
and the crowd catches it,
yes,
and the crowd loves it, whether they meant for it to or not, the crowd will make it something special.
Tater tots.
Tater tot. Didn't work naturally, but Roman was trying to force it down everyone's throats like his cousin The Rock would do. Yeah. When Rock does it, it worked. Yeah. If Rock would have said tater tot, it would have worked. Yeah. But when Roman didn't, he had to keep on saying it because the crowd wasn't latching onto it the way he wanted it to. And you could tell that threw them. I think that he wanted the crowd to just yell tater tot. Some of them did, but it wasn't overwhelming. I think a lot of people fell flat. I didn't get the tables fort that was built to protect Roman Reigns. I thought it was really bad psychology because when Sheamus actually went into the ring, and Roman started attacking him, the first thing he did was throw Sheamus out of the ring. Yeah. He had been trying to goat Sheamus into the ring the whole promo. Sheamus finally bites, and he starts punching him and then throws him out of the ring. Yeah. Why? Do something in there. Like, that left me wanting more. And I can't say Sheamus saved the segment because he didn't, but I thought that Roman Reigns fumbled at the end. Feel free to respond.
I agree for the most part. I think that segment, it took too long to get to the action.
Oh my God, it was so slow moving. Yes, agreed.
They had all these built-in, the forts, had all these opportunities for hidden guys. I kept waiting for someone to be in there, and nobody was there.
You're exactly right. I thought there was someone under, or maybe hiding behind a table. There was an opportunity that was so missed. I agree. I was thinking the same thing.
Had they got Sheamus in the ring and they got to the fight, that segment would have been saved, and we would have saved 10 minutes of Raw where I didn't have to go to bed. At 20 after 10, I could have went to bed at 10 o'clock.
And another great point, this was a 20-minute overrun. Yes. Like, that's reserved for, like, the most epic of segments. Yeah. The Rock concert, or when Rock came back to rap with Cena or whatever. Like, those are the ones that go quarter after 10. Yeah. This was so nothing there was 10 wasted minutes.
Yeah, I almost wish the opening segment would have been the end segment, and then the show would have seemed so much better.
You know what? If they would have flip-flopped, that is a great thought. If they would have just flip-flopped those, started with that awkward table for it, it would have come off better with that 16-man tag at the end. So it sounds like we agree about that last segment. Yeah. I know we disagree in general about Roman Reigns, but would you say that he fumbled? Because I thought he did.
He may have fumbled, but he recovered.
You think?
I think the bad thing about that segment was it took so long to get to the action. We are sitting here, we're watching 3 hours of your product. Don't make us sit through 10 minutes of babble before you have your two main guys go after it.
Yeah, I agree. I think I hated it more than you did, and that's fine. But I do like some of the direction we've got with TLC. And I've got thoughts about it, which we'll get to next week in our official predictions episode. Your chance to reclaim the cup will be with next week's episode, so put some thought into it.
My last chance for this year.
That's right. We will rejoin, and also next week, can we say what we're going to be doing?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Well, we've got some special things planned for our last of the year show, including what we're going to call the Posty Awards.
Yes.
The Post to Post, we're going to come up with some categories and give away some year-end awards.
Yeah, Rob takes some time off for the holidays, so our last show is going to be a week from this Thursday. We're going to do the Posties. We're going to kind of jump the gun on the Slammy Awards. That'll be the following Monday.
Right. So here's what we got for you after this episode. Thursday, we will have the predictions show. Yep. Monday, we will have our recap show from TLC.
Yep.
And Thursday will be the first annual Posty Awards. So we're going to sign off for today. For myself, the Rob, and for my tag team partner, Steve.